What do you think about Usyk versus Tyson Fury?
I'm going towards Tyson Fury because I think he's just going to overpower him. He's going to catch up with him and overpower him. I could be wrong. Little guys are difficult to fight because they're harder to hit because they're smaller.
Mike Tyson shared his thoughts on the upcoming Fury versus Usyk fight, stating that the Gypsy King is more likely to overwhelm Usyk. On the other hand, Blair Cobbs shared his thoughts on the upcoming Usyk versus Fury rematch. He believes Usyk will likely find a way to win again, thanks to his speed and agility, which he feels are too much for a giant like Tyson Fury. Cobbs hopes that Fury can make the fight more competitive, as that could set the stage for a potential third fight in a trilogy. Regardless, he's happy with the outcome. If Usyk wins, he'll solidify his status as the undisputed heavyweight champion and possibly prove that no one can beat him in the division.
My expectations is that Usyk is going to find a way to win again. I'm hoping that Tyson Fury somehow finds a way to make the fight more challenging. If so, we might be able to see a third trilogy. Either way, I'm happy. Usyk's agility and speed is just a little bit too much for this giant man named Tyson Fury. At that point, Usyk is undisputed and cannot be beat at the heavyweight division.
Campbell Hatton shared his thoughts on the upcoming rematch between Usyk and Fury. He's leaning toward Usyk again, as it's always tough to bet against him. Hatton noted that Usyk is great at adapting and always seems to find a way to win. That said, he wouldn't be surprised if Fury managed to turn things around after all. Fury is a top-level fighter for a reason. Still, Campbell believes Usyk has the edge.
I'm leaning towards Usyk again. It just seems hard to bet against him, to be honest. He just always seems to find a way, like really good at adapting, and I think I wouldn't be shocked if Fury turned it round at all. Like he's a top fighter, he's there for a reason, but I just think he seems to find a way, Usyk.
Sol Dakris shared his thoughts on the upcoming rematch between Usyk and Fury. He believes it's another 50-50 fight, just like the first one. Dakris pointed out that the first fight was very close, with a few key moments here and there that swayed the outcome. He feels this rematch will be just as competitive and remains evenly matched, with both fighters having a real chance to win.
Yeah, that's another good one. I still think it's another 50-50, you know, like the first one was 50-50. It was a close fight. A couple of moments here and there swung it, but still a close one, still a 50-50 fight.
Oscar De La Hoya believes Tyson Fury will be fully focused for the Usyk rematch. He praised Fury's heart, noting many would have walked away after recent tragic events. De La Hoya sees the fight as a 50-50 battle, but gives Fury the edge.
I think Fury, his head's going to be there for once, okay? We didn't know what happened, the tragic news that took place. Oh my, you know what that does to a fighter? And let's not talk about the heart that Tyson has. To go in anybody would have canceled. Tyson goes up there and fights Usyk, unbelievable. So I really see this fight as a 50-50 fight, but I have to give Tyson Fury the edge.
However, the baddest man on planet, Mike Tyson, shared his thoughts on the upcoming Usyk versus Tyson Fury fight, calling it an exciting matchup. He leans toward Fury, believing his size and power will eventually overwhelm Usyk. Tyson points out that Fury's ability to close the distance and land heavy shots could prove decisive, despite Usyk's speed and footwork. Fury's physical advantages give him an edge, though Usyk's skill could still make things difficult.
What do you think about Usyk versus Tyson Fury this fight?
I'm gonna look forward to that fight. That's gonna be an interesting fight. I'm going towards Tyson Fury because I think he's just gonna overpower him. He's gonna catch up with him and overpower him. That's what I think. I could be wrong.
Tyson also addressed the size difference, noting that smaller fighters like Usyk are harder to hit because of their speed and movement. Usyk's smart footwork and ability to stay elusive will likely frustrate Fury early on. Tyson acknowledges that while Fury may take a few rounds to figure out Usyk's rhythm, the Ukrainian's speed and unpredictability will make the fight challenging.
Well, listen, little guys are difficult to fight because they're harder to hit, because they're smaller. You know, he runs a lot, he moves a lot. Tyson's probably going to have a few rounds to deal with his movements. But he's very difficult to fight. Very difficult, very smart, very fast.
Teddy Atlas advised Tyson Fury on key adjustments needed to beat Alexander Usyk in their rematch. He emphasized that Fury should have made better use of his uppercut during the fight. While Atlas acknowledged that Fury's jab was effective, He noted that Fury missed opportunities to capitalize on the openings it created with his right hand. Essentially, Atlas believed Fury could have been more assertive and maximized his punches to fully leverage the advantages gained from his jab.
There's things that he maybe could have used the uppercut more because it was very effective in that 6th round. Maybe he could have used it throughout the fight a little more, maybe. Maybe there's things that he could have just added off of controlling him with the jab. I have a saying, you set the table with the jab and you eat with the right hand, right? Maybe he could have, went to the refrigerator a little bit, brought out a few, or to wherever the stock box is, wherever he keeps the right hand, and brought them out with the jab a little more. Maybe he could have done that because he was definitely doing well with the jab. He was setting the table. Maybe he could have ate a little more.
Barry McGuigan said he expects Tyson Fury to stick with his current corner because they've been successful together for a long time. He believes Usyk has Fury's number and that Fury was lucky to get through their last fight, which could have ended with a stoppage. McGuigan doesn't think Fury will do any better in a rematch.
No, I would expect him to show loyalty to the corner. He's had that corner for quite a while, and he's been successful. Why would he change it? He's done very well as a heavyweight champion. He's been around a long time. He served the sport well. He's earned a lot of money. Will he beat Usyk? Never, as far as I'm concerned. And I don't mean that in a nasty way. I'm just simply saying Usyk has his number. He was lucky to get through the fight. He, could have been stopped. And I don't think he's going to do any better.
Paul Smith suggested that Tyson Fury could retire after his next fight, regardless of the outcome, as the anticipated bout with Anthony Joshua may no longer interest fans. He stated that Alexander Usyk is currently the top heavyweight, making the fight Usyk to lose. However, Smith noted that while Usyk is favored, Fury could still win, highlighting the unpredictability of the matchup.
I think it could be his last fight, regardless of what he does. If he wins, he could retire in the ring and be done, because I think the AJ fight's gone. I don't think anyone will want to see that now, with all due respect to both of them, in my opinion, but I think it's Usyk's fight to lose. I think Usyk's proven he's number one in the division now, with a lot, especially that given how well Dubois done. So it's Usyk's to lose, but it's not by all means a foregone conclusion. I think Usyk is the favourite. I think Usyk would possibly do it, but wouldn't be surprised if Fury did it.
Antonio Tarver emphasized that Tyson Fury must bring something new to the table. To maintain his current standing, Fury needs to win the rematch against Alexander Usyk. It's essential for him to shift momentum and set the stage for a potential trilogy where the true outcome could be determined. Tarver hinted that Fury might secure back-to-back victories if he makes the necessary adjustment.
I think we have to. We have to see something different. You know what I mean? If Tyson Fury want to really, save, not saying his legacy, but save where he's at right now today, he has to win that rematch. Vitally important that he flip the table on Usyk and make sure we have a trilogy so we can truly see. You know what I mean? Maybe Tyson win back-to-back fights.
Liam Perro is confident Usyk will win the rematch, calling him a hell of a fighter and ranking him among the top pound for pound. However, he acknowledged the fight's outcome depends on Tyson Fury's performance, as he can never be counted out. Perro is excited for the bout, but expects Usyk to emerge victorious again.
I honestly think Usyk's going to do it again. He's a hell of a fighter. He's got to be right up there in the pound for pound listings, but depends what Fury shows up. Can never count him out. So I'm excited. I'll be tuning in, and I think Usyk will get their hand raised again.
As an outsider, Eddie Hearn hailed Alexander Usyk as the pound-for-pound number one and an undisputed champion, but he emphasized that Tyson Fury has consistently defied doubts. He noted that Fury cannot be counted out in their upcoming fight, showing respect for both fighters.
And Alexander Usyk proved himself as the pound-for-pound number one in the sport. Just a remarkable fighter, undisputed cruiserweight world champion, undisputed heavyweight world champion. And, every time I've bet against Tyson Fury, he's proved everybody wrong. So you can't rule him out in this fight. And all the respect for Alexander Usyk. We have to be Team Britain.
Ricky Hatton said Tyson Fury needs to use his height, reach, and weight advantages in the rematch. He felt Fury didn't do that last time, allowing the smaller man to control the fight. Hatton advised Fury to stand his ground, hit hard, and make full use of his physical advantages. He also emphasized the need for one clear voice in Fury's corner for focused guidance.
I think impose his height, impose his reach, impose his weight difference. All the advantages he has, he didn't use last time. When he allowed, the smaller man, and as It's a good little man, isn't he? He's a good small man. But I think he allowed the smaller man to bully him around the ring. I'd be a bit inclined to hold my feet, hit him hard, use the weight advantage, use the reach advantage, use the height advantage that I don't think he used last time, and just have one voice in the corner.
Carl Frampton expressed his belief that Tyson Fury threw away the last fight due to too much messing around and not being aggressive enough. He suggested that Fury needs to be more aggressive this time, but admitted that nothing would surprise him in the rematch. Frampton acknowledged Usyk's quality as a fighter, but ultimately stated that he thinks Fury will get the win.
What a fight. Great fight, but I think Big Tyson threw it away the last time. Too much messing about and not being aggressive enough. If he's a bit more aggressive, I fancy him, but nothing would surprise me. I love Usyk, quality fighter, but I just think Tyson gets it right.
Shane Fury offered a practical assessment of the fight, reflecting the straightforward reality of boxing. In his opinion, you either win or lose, and while losing is difficult.
Listen, it's boxing, isn't it? You win and you lose. It's not that good when you do lose, but I've watched the fight, not there. Could have went either way. For me watching it, I thought he won on the night, but it is what it is. It's not a big deal. Listen, he's got the rematch, and he can try and set it right. And if he loses again, the best man won. Simple. There's not much to it.
Zhilei Zhang believes that Alexander Usyk can repeat his victory over Tyson Fury when the pair clash for a second time this year. Zhang, who stopped Deontay Wilder back in June, will be a keen observer when the fight takes place, and he's offered his verdict on how it might play out. It really comes down to who has had the better preparation, and it's a hard question to answer, said Zhang when speaking to REIGNITED. I'm leaning towards Alexander Usyk to get the win once again, and getting the job done. Derek Chisora shared his thoughts on the upcoming fight, noting it will be an exciting matchup with both fighters likely making noticeable adjustments. He anticipated that Tyson Fury would bring some changes to his approach, while Alexander Usyk would also tweak his strategy. Despite this, Chisora leaned towards Usyk as the favorite, believing the odds currently favor him. Nonetheless, he stressed that it promises to be a fantastic fight regardless of the result.
That card's still the same, bro. It's gonna be a good fight. We're gonna see a little bit of difference, but you have to understand, Tyson's gonna come a little bit of difference, and Usyk's gonna come a little bit of difference. You understand? So it's gonna be a great fight, whatever happens. But as the scales hit right now, I think my money is still edging on Usyk.
Spencer Oliver confidently stated that Tyson Fury has the ability and attributes to turn the tables in the rematch. He acknowledged Fury's boxing IQ, but suggested that Fury may have underestimated Alexander Usyk, not just in terms of boxing ability, but also strength. Oliver pointed out that Usyk took the fight straight to Fury, which seemed to catch him off guard, taking Fury 4 or 5 rounds to adjust, which likely cost him the fight. However, Oliver believes Fury has the skills to succeed in the rematch.
In your opinion, can he turn the tide?
Yeah, of course he can. He's got the ability, he's got the attributes to be able to do that. You know, he's got the boxing IQ. I think that he maybe underestimated Alexander Usyk and his strength, actually. And you know, not just his boxing ability, but Usyk took the fight straight to him, and I think that took Fury by surprise. It took him 4 or 5 rounds to get into the fight, and that probably cost him the fight.
Fabio Wardley predicted that Usyk would come out on top again. Having sparred with both Fury and Usyk, Wardley believes the dynamics of their rematch will remain similar to their first bout. He also noted that Fury's performance in their initial fight was likely impacted by a deep cut, which may have hindered his preparation and overall readiness.
What do you think happens in this rematch? How do you sort of assess it?
I think it's a lot of the same, to be honest. I do think it's a lot of the same. I think Usyk will go into the fight like any mindset, like he has done with all of his fights, that just narrow focus, just straight on target, on point, not missing a beat, not missing a step.
Dave Sani mentioned that Tyson Fury believes he doesn't need to make many changes for his rematch against Alexander Usyk. Fury thinks that by avoiding showboating and staying focused, he can defeat Usyk. Sani noted that in the first fight, Fury had success, especially with his combinations, but many fans are fixated on his slip in round 9, which has led to some selective memory about how well Fury performed overall.
I can tell you what Fury has been saying, which is that he doesn't have to change much other than not showboat, not mess about, and if he does that, then he can beat Alexander Usyk. because in the first fight, people are forgetting how well he was doing in the first fight. No one's really been doing that to Usyk, lighting him up with combos. Fury did that, but people are focused on what happened in round 9 and how Fury got clipped, and that's caused a little bit of amnesia for some boxing fans.
Sani expects another close fight and questions how much improvement either fighter can make. He added that Fury's ability to stay focused and avoid distractions could be crucial, but whether it will be enough to secure a win remains to be seen.
It was a close fight. It was a very, very good fight. I expect the same again, another close fight. How much better can Usyk get? I don't know. What can he do differently? I don't know. How much better can Fury get? He can stop the messing about. How much better does that make him? Better enough to beat Usyk? We'll see.
Bill Haney, father of boxer Devin Haney, also predicted what the outcome of that long-awaited rematch between the two heavyweight fighters might be. I didn't think Usyk was going to do Fury like he did. Usyk has made me a believer in his boxing. Yes, he has made me a believer. I think he will beat Fury again, and then he will go 2-0 in his favor, Haney said. Frank Warren expressed strong confidence in Tyson Fury, calling their first fight an incredible clash between the two best heavyweights of the 21st century. He felt Fury had a slight edge in the split decision, and believes the rematch will come down to who can exploit the other's weaknesses. With both fighters now aware of each other's strengths, Warren is confident that Fury will capitalize on Usyk's vulnerabilities to win.
I fancy Tyson in a big way. The first fight was an unbelievable fight. For me, it was the two best heavyweights of the 21st century fighting each other, and they gave a tremendous performance, split decision. I thought there was a fag paper in it, and this time round, I think the fact that they shared a ring together, the fact they know each other's strengths and weaknesses, it's going to be who can exploit them, who knows, who can capitalise on what they feel the other guy's weaknesses are, and I think that'll be Tyson.
Sam Jones expressed his strong support for Tyson Fury, saying he has a lot of respect and admiration for him. He shared that while Fury might enter the fight as the underdog this time, he fully believes in Fury's ability to win. Jones was confident, saying he was 100% sure that Fury could get the victory, and emphasized how much he would love to see him succeed and get the job done.
So the first one with Tyson Fury, I want him to, I hope he does. I've got so much time for Tyson. I'd love him to win. I think he starts this time as the underdog, but do I think Tyson Fury can win? 100% I do. I really do believe that, and as I say, I really would love him to get the job done.
In an interview with IFL TV, former undisputed champion Lennox Lewis discussed what Tyson Fury needs to focus on to avenge his rematch against Alexander Usyk. He emphasized that Fury should better utilize his size and strength while finding ways to counter Usyk's speed and technical precision. Lewis suggested that controlling the fight's pace and disrupting Usyk's rhythm would be critical for Fury to secure a victory.
We're of course a matter of a few months away from the rematch, the proposed rematch. What does Tyson Fury need to do in the rematch that he potentially didn't do first time around if he's going to avenge that loss?
I think he needs to take the fight a lot serious, secure his job. I like him a little heavier, whether, he feels that works for him or not. But, I would like him a little heavier and, working behind the jab.
Hamza Shiraz emphasized that Tyson Fury's mindset will be key to his success in the rematch. Fury had admitted to losing focus during their first fight, and Shiraz highlighted that this can't happen again. With so much on the line, Shiraz believes Fury must maintain mental clarity to avoid past mistakes and secure the win.
Tyson Fury last week said some comments about Usyk, saying it was like fighting a local amateur boxer.
He's a legend, isn't he?
Any thoughts on Fury's recent comments?
Not really. Listen, he knows what he's doing. He's been at the level of the sport which I haven't been at, so I don't know what it's like to be at that level, and inshallah one day I will. But I suppose every little move and every little interview you have is all a mental battle. All the little 1% or 0.1%, they all make a difference. So maybe it's part of the bigger strategy, but in the rematch, I think Fury should come out with a win.
Speaking to AB Boxing, former heavyweight world champion Shannon Briggs agreed with the result of the first fight and then spoke about the rematch and sided with Usyk, who he suggested is the more dedicated professional. He stated, "Yeah, very close, but nah, I gave it to Usyk. He did his thing. I think it's going to be a great second fight. I'm leaning towards Usyk, man. He doesn't drink, he doesn't party, he doesn't do anything but train." He added, "I think after his last fight, I think Fury got hammered, went back to the bottle a bit, but it's going to be a great fight. fight, but you never can count Fury out because you never know how he's gonna fight this fight. He might fight a southpaw, he might apply pressure like he did in the second and third fight with Deontay Wilder, you never know. Usyk's promoter, Egis Klimas, acknowledged the unpredictability of boxing, noting that judges often see fights differently than spectators. He expressed hope for fair judging in the upcoming bout and wished for both fighters to finish without injuries, emphasizing that the best man will win on December 21st.
As far as the upcoming fight, it's hard to predict. It's boxing. We know. We've seen many. Sometimes you can win, but nowadays the judges just see it different than we see a fight. But hopefully the judges is going to be very fair for the fight. And my biggest wish, both guys become without the cuts, then we don't have to curse each other. And the best man going to win December 21. Thank you very much.
So what are your thoughts on this? Share your thoughts in the comments section and make sure to subscribe and like if you enjoyed the video.